Hello everyone, Megan here. It's early Saturday morning and boy has it been a long week. Especially where I live, in Ohio. I won't go into specifics from where, but I will say that I want to talk about bullying, uh, trolls, and I have to say that how appropriate that this topic come to light amidst the tragedy that happened in Florida. And let me just start off by saying that my heart just breaks for all of the parents and the students and the teachers and all those family and friends who lost loved ones in that senseless school shooting. Um, those things can happen anywhere, and they do. And even if they don't, it gives, kids ideas on, hey, if I do this, then, my school can close for a day, or just induce all different kinds of panic. And when you have children that, attend school, these this day and age, it's just outright frightening. I know that it does affect me and my family personally. Um, our schools system has been under 2 lockdowns this week, um, due to threats that were made. Horrible threats. And that sure doesn't make, you know, want, us to send our children to school. And you would think that, my goodness, the one place that we could send our children that is safe was always to school. And that's the way it was when I was growing up. But, raising, teenagers these days, now day and age, and having one in high school, oh my word, how scary is that? It is so, so scary. And you just never know what threat's credible and what threat's not. And growing up, I was bullied. I really was. And I found my own ways to deal with that. And it wasn't easy, and it was hard, and I did suffer in silence for a long time. Um, and nobody knew it because I never really um, spoke my mind, I guess, to it. And it just is so unimaginable, all the things that have happened, in our country just this week, with the loss of life of students and in the schools. And if it can happen, in schools with our babies, it can happen anywhere. Um, we had a tragedy here, in the town that I live in, and we are rallying from it. Um, where a student from our local junior high school was, bullied and trolled, and you know he took his life. And it doesn't have to be that way, you guys. Nobody should ever, ever have to live in fear or be bullied or be trolled. You know, there are things that you can do to help yourself, to get help. Talk to a friend, talk to a teacher, talk to your parents, talk to somebody that you trust when you begin to feel that way. Because, at some point, those feelings are going to overflow and bad things are going to happen, like these school shootings that keep happening, or these threats that are made. If you're the one making the threats and stuff, chances are you may or may not have been bullied yourself, and you just feel the need to take it out on others, and that's no good either. We have a lot of help, out there. For the love of God, please take it. You know, it's like we've seen enough. Nobody should have to die by the hand of another, especially by our babies or our babies. It's just not a good thing. And my heart goes out to all of those students and parents and family and friends, to all the um, who lost loved ones and friends and staff members, in the school shooting in Florida. That just completely breaks my heart. You know, back in my day when I was in junior high and high school, I don't even think it ever crossed my mind that, hey, somebody could come into my school and, kill us all. It didn't happen back then, but we're living in such a different world today. And, it completely breaks my heart sometimes that, our children are having to, grow up in this manner. And, you know, there are hotlines out there that you can utilize, if you think you're so angry or you have issues, just try to get help before it boils over and that others suffer, because we have so much going on in this world, and there's too much hurt and there's too much pain, and the violence, my goodness, it just has to stop. We are living in a hurting world, ladies and gentlemen, where I wish it was more peaceful. I wish it was more safe. I doubt in my lifetime that I'll ever see complete peace, that surpasses all understanding. But my hope and prayer is that these things stop, because there are, ways to deal with whatever you have going on in your mind and in your life, so things like this don't happen. And it totally affects me personally from the town that I live in, and having children, in school systems. It's horrible. So please, when you're saying your prayers tonight, pray for all the children, across the country, because if it can happen in a small city where I live in Ohio, it most certainly can happen anywhere. It just has to stop. Yes, people kill people, guns kill people, but it doesn't have to be that way, guys. It really doesn't. I just pray for peace and no more loss of life. So keep all these children in your prayers, in our community, in our state, all the other states, and for this country. That's all I got for now tonight, guys. Just please keep those prayers a-coming. God loves you, and so do I. Peace.